Good afternoon, all of you. Hi, I am Pramod Kumar Srivastava, professor at Tirthankar Mahir University. Today I am going to discuss on a marketing management topic, what actually marketing is, and what are the subject and what are the things we are going to connect in this lecture. The first thing is that defining marketing, brushing myth, marketing as the social process, our definition of marketing, concept of value, core concept in marketing, and a strategic marketing process. So these are the things or the topic we are discussing in this lecture. So why we actually study the marketing? And there is the myth in the marketing that marketing is related with only the sales and promotion. But this is only the myth. Marketing is the process start with the creation or the before the creation of the product and it end to the end point of the delivery, and that end point of the delivery is the customer when customer consume, and after consumption it's going to continue because sometimes customer satisfied or sometimes customer dissatisfied, and they also doing the marketing. If they are satisfied, they do the marketing in very positive manner. If they are dissatisfied, they are doing the marketing in very negative manner. So that is the first point. In the second slide, the second slide is in the marketing brushing myths. So in this slide, why we started the marketing? So first point is important to the society, second is important to the business, third is good career opportunity and role in everyday life. These are the certain skills for which we are studying the marketing. So marketing is very important for our society because through the marketing we go know and understand about the product, we acknowledge, we aware about the product, how we can fulfill our need through that product. Those are the things that is very much useful for the societies. So we can say that the first important element of marketing is the important to the society, and second is that it is important to the business. Anytime, every business, if they are not able to do their marketing, it is very tough for them to sustain in the business. So for sustainability in the business, or for the growth in the business, or for the continuation in the business, we need to do the marketing. So marketing is very much important, as it is important for the society, that also important for the business. Third is in the marketing is giving a very good career opportunity, and there are so many career opportunity in the marketing, and there are various segment in the marketing like sales, purchase, marketing research, advertisement, brand. These are the different area where we can make our career in the field of marketing. And the last one is the role in everyday life. Every day we go through the various service and the various product, and we know about the different services and different product through the marketing. So every time, every day, for everyone it is important, so that we can say that in every aspect marketing is very important thing for the society, for the business, for the career opportunity or day-to-day life. Next, the very simple or the literal meaning of the marketing, we can say this in the slide, and the activity or the business of the promoting and selling product or the services, including marketing, research and advertising. And this is a very much very literal meaning of the marketing. Anyone working in communication and marketing will find the guide invaluables. So, in very simple word, marketing start with the communication, and the objective of communication to creating valuation or value addition for our product or the services. So, communication is most important element in the marketing. Next thing is that marketing divided into the social process or the organization process. We can say that marketing the major classification of marketing is the one classification is the marketing for the social process and the marketing for the organizational process. So, in social process marketing, when we are saying that marketing as in the social process, the most important thing is that the exchange of the value. Because if anyone have ability to gather the value, they can gather the value, and if they can get value better than the product, then we can say that the person is able to or willing to exchange the product if person is getting value from the product. So exchange of the value. Customer gives and the business gives. There are different things in the core, the equalization, value exchange. So if there is an equalization between the business and business and the customer, then it is the possibility of the exchange. If it is not equalized, then it is not possibility of the exchange. And most of the time, customer getting more benefit from the exchange of the product, they can accept the product or willing to accept the product or the services. If they are not getting the value from the product, is not able to accept or willing to accept the product and services. So marketing as a social process, one of the very famous writer quoted the thing that is the society process by which individual or the group obtain what they need and want through creating, offering and freely exchanging product and services of value with others. So here there is a very important point that the individual or group obtain what they need and want, and through their need and want, creating, offering and freely exchanging the product and services of the value with others. So most important thing is that here one is the thing that the individual needs and wants, and through needs and want, the creating, offering and freely exchanging what they are able to exchange, the exchanging the value. So here the value exchange, there is another example that the value exchange system. One part is in the customer and the another part is in the business or the enterprises. Business or the enterprises providing the product and services, and the customer providing money or the information to the businesses. And by this way, both are getting certain values. From customer point of view, customer for getting the product and using the product, by this they fulfilling their needs. And on the other hand, business is getting money what they are giving the services and the product to the customer. On that exchange, business is getting money. So that is the exchange of the value system, or we can say that the value exchange system. Condition for an exchange potentiality. We can say that, is it possible to exchange something or not? So there are certain assumption and condition. If that certain assumption and condition is able to fulfill by both parties, then it is the possibility of the exchange of the value. So condition, first condition, there must be at least two parties. One is the business and the second one is the customer. So when we are doing the value exchange system, the potentiality of the value exchange. So first condition is there is at least two parties. Second condition, each party has something that might be of the value to the other party. Both parties is exchanging, and if in each party have something. For the business, they are getting money from the customer, and for the customer, they are getting the benefit from the product and services. So this kind of value exchanging between the two parties, the party is business and the customer. Each part is capable of communication and delivery. Because in value exchange process, there are so many bargaining or so many communication between the two ends. One end is the customer and the second one is business. So between these two ends, there is the delivery of the values for the customer, delivery getting the value as in the benefits from using the product and services, and for the business they are delivering product and services to customer. In that respect, they are getting the money from the customer. So there is a certain delivery, one delivery of the goods and services to the customer from the business, and from the customer to the business there is the delivery of the money. And between that delivery, there are lots of communication between the two ends. The first end is the business and the second end is the customer. Or we can say that the customer is the first end or the business is the second end. So each party is free to accept and reject the exchange offer. So the fourth condition is that every time both parties have the ability to accept or reject the condition. But when they are accepting the condition, they are able to exchanging the value. When they are not accepting, they are rejecting the offer. So at that condition, they are not able to exchanging the value. So that is the fourth condition is acceptance and rejection. And the fifth condition is each party believing it is appropriate or desirable to deal with the other parties. So, what kind of value exchanging between that two ends, that value is the appropriate and desirable. So, in short, we can say that two parties, and between that two parties there is the value, and the third is the communication and delivering the value. Fourth is the acceptance and rejection. If the acceptance goes on, that means the value is exchanging between the ends, and if rejection, that means value is not exchanging between two ends. And the last one is the appropriate and desirable to deal with the other parties. So here is the certain graphic given here, that value, and one point is in the benefits and other point is in the cost. So value given. So if we are getting more benefit, then there is the acceptance of the exchanging of the value. If customer is not getting the benefit, this is the very less possibilities or even the less potentiality of the exchanging the value. So by this way we can see that benefit are every time heavier than the cost. If the cost is heavier than the benefit, then it is not possibility of the exchange of the value. So every time benefit is heavier and cost is lesser. So every business try that creating more value to their customer, and that more value creating to the customer by the giving them more benefit in respect of what they are paying to, or what customer are paying to the business. This is the most important part when we are creating the values. In the value, or we can also say that the value is the ratio between benefits and the cost. So there are two major benefits. One benefit is the emotional. So functional benefit, like in the example, I am going to buy a car. So what functional benefit is that car is fulfilling our transportation needs. Safely we can transport ourselves from one destination to other destination in every season or every 12-month season. There might be the raining season, there might be the sunstroke, or there might be the winter, and in all seasons we are comfortably move from one point to another point, and that kind of benefit is another functional benefit. We are using car for the functional benefit, but we are also using car for the emotional benefit, because that if I am the owner of a car, I have a pride because I use our transport need by a very luxury manner or in very sober manner or very delighted manner. So that kind of benefit we are getting to buy a car is that called as the emotional benefits. So both benefit is very important. Like the example that one of the very major or very important product coming in the market for the middle class customer. Tata introduced Tata Nano, their name as in the Latviya car, but that car is not successfully able to create market for their product or not able to create value to the customer because they are very much able to create a benefit as in the functional benefit, but they are not able to create the emotional benefit or customer because the car companies marketed that the cheapest car. So mostly middle class customer buying a car for their prestige, and if anyone can say that the car is the cheapest car, means they might dilute the image of the prestige of that product. So that is very contradictory contradictions in the marketing, and that due to that contradiction, customer is not able to accept Tata Nano in very sound way, and that is one of the reason of failure of that product. That customer is not getting the emotional benefit from Tata Nano. On the other hand, Tata Nano is one of the cheapest car. That is from the monetary benefits. And we can say that in another example that like we want to buy a pizza. The time is also associated with the pizza, and for that most of the company marketing or the thing that we deliver pizza within 30 minutes. So the companies also want to reduce the time because time is also cost for the customer. So as much as company is able to deliver the product in the least time, that means company is reducing the time cost for their customer. Energy is also important. Like an example, when you are going to any mall and you are going to buy your car, and in that particular mall you are not able to park your car in very easy manner. So in average you avoid to go to that particular mall because that mall is not providing a ease of parking facility for your car. So that cost to the company because most of customers neglecting that particular mall and not to go that particular mall because you are not getting better car parking facility or ease of parking facility. So most of the mall trying to or improving in that segment that they also providing the ease of parking. If you are not able to do this kind of activity or this kind of function for their customer, so you lose their customer. So in customer mindset created that cost is very much high for them because that organization is not able to make a ease of parking. So this kind of things. So value is divided into the two parts, the benefit and the cost. So finally we can say that so value is the ratio between benefit and cost. If you are getting more benefit rather than the cost, means there is the possibility of the buy that product and services. And if you are not able to get more benefit, what you are paying in respect of monetary or in respect of time or in respect of energy or in respect of cycle or in respect of ease, then customer reject that product and services. American Marketing Association, I am given the definition of marketing. Marketing is an organizational function as a set of the process of creating, communicating and delivering the value to the customer and the managing customer relation in why that benefit to the organization and its stakeholder. So before AMA, before that definition, we are going through that the first function of marketing, the marketing as in the social function. But Amber defined that marketing is in the organizational function. And in organizational function, three important elements for the organization. First important element is the creating, second is the communicating, and third is in the delivery. So when we are talking about marketing as in the functional process or the functional organizational process, so three important elements: creating, communicating, and delivering. Marketing organizational functions. So marketing as in the organizational function, three important elements: creating, communicating, and delivering. By this way, three elements, we create the value. So creativity is the first element, how we design the product as per the need of the customer. Because need is also no company or no business have the ability to create the need. Need is also defined by the customer, and that need is fulfilled by the want or the product. Suppose that an example, what is the difference between the need and the want? Need means that I have a need of water, or if I am hungry, I have a need of food. So my need is a food, but how we are fulfilling the hungerness? We are fulfilling hungerness through eating some samosa. So samosa is become a want for me. So in marketing, company usually demonstrate or differentiate the want of the customer. If you want to be a healthy customer, or if you are a health conscious customer, samosa is good for you. And by this way, company is marketing the product and not to eat samosa, eat some other thing. You can eat a high fiber biscuits, or you can eat some another product, or you can eat the oats, or you can eat cornflakes. This kind of a different marketing there, and they only do or modify the want of the customer. No company, no business have any ability to create the need, because need is created itself by the customer. It is very generic things. No company is creating the need, but the space for the company, they can modify the want of the customer. If customer want the want that they fulfill their need of the awareness through eating samosa, then company have a chance or a space to modify that. There are so many better foods available in the market when you are feel the hungry, better than the samosa, and they can modify their market need. And this is the space of the creativity of the marketing. And the second thing is that the communicating, how company communicating with the product and delivering. Finally, product delivered to the customer means finally now customer is able to consume that particular product. So there are the three important elements: creating, communicating, and delivering. So creating and communicating and delivering, there are lots done in the research, or lots done by the organization for the communication and delivery. And both communication and delivering is a tactic strategical part, but creativity is a strategy, latest strategy. And nowadays there are so many companies starting co-creativity, means they are inviting their customer, and they are starting to go with customers and come and make the product what you want. We can make the product as per your wants, or we can customize as per your requirement. So there is a new terminology in today's world created by the marketing company, that co-creation. In co-creation, the customer and the business both come and sit and they discuss regarding the product, and they are deciding and designing the product as per their the requirement, means the requirement of the customer. And by this way they can make customer more benefited, giving more benefit to their customer. and this term is called as the co-creation. Here the simple marketing system, the communication and the information, and there is the communication and information passing between the buyers and the seller, and between that the physical goods and services from seller to buyer and from buyer to seller, that is the movement of the money or the monetary. So we can say that there is the two end, one is on the seller and the second one is on the buyer. They both seller and buyer is communicating between each another, and they are passing the information regarding their benefits, what they actually require or what they actually want to communicate, kind of information between both ends, and by this way they are able to setting the delivery of the physical goods and services, and the physical goods and services delivered from seller to the buyers. So seller is considered as the industry and buyer is considered as the market. In another words, buyer is also considered as in the demand and seller is considered as in the supply. And by this way, seller is delivering goods and services to the buyer, and buyer is delivering monetary to the seller. So this type of flow chart is very simple flow chart of marketing system. Here there is a difference between the sales oriented process and the marketing process, because sales is one of the important element of the market, and in this element the producer is just selling the product and the producer is just focusing for their profitization or profit maximization. But marketing is a very holistic concept. In this there are a lot of things coming in that, and so, most of the time marketing is started before the creation of the product, and that is the reason that marketing starts with the creation of the product, because there is only a space for the marketers that they can modify the want of the customer. They can, no marketing company or no business have the ability to create a need for customer. Need is very inherent things, like the example that the need of the hungerness or need. So if you are hungry, so you need for the food. Food is a need, but what you are actually getting to fulfill your hungerness, that is your want, and that also depends upon individual profile or individual customer, individual thoughts, individual age group, individual income level, fish and the rice bowl. So need is the food need, but they are completing their food need. What they want? They want fish and rice bowl, and by fish and rice bowl they can fulfilling their need. So actually the want is that fish and the rice bowl. And that fish and rice bowl is not very much found to every people, because that depend upon the individual perspective or individual culture, or even that also depend, simply we can say that depend upon the demography of the customer. So creating the value, communicating the value and delivering the value, that is the marketing process. In marketing process we go through all three things, but in sales oriented process just we are producing the product and selling the product to customer and creating the money for your business. So finally the basic objective of the sales oriented process is the profit maximization. On the other hand, the marketing process, the basic objective is that the customer satisfaction or customer delights. So marketing is a very much sustainable process and a very much long-term process. On the other hand, sales is a very short-term process. So when we are creating profitability, we are doing lot of sales activity, and that all activity considered as the short-term process. On creation also we are right that the creation is a part of the strategic marketing, and the communication and the delivery is the part of the tactical marketing. So when you are doing certain activity for the tactical marketing, we focusing on communication and delivery part. And when you are focusing on the strategic marketing, you are focusing on creativity market. And in creativity, three things are considered again: sales, share, and response. What you sales for your customer, what you are selling to your customer, and what customer response for your product. So this is considered as sales, share, and response, considered as an the market oriented process. So if you are going to market oriented process, we have very much focus on sales, share, and response. And if you are going for the sales oriented focus, you focus on your profit maximization. How or anyhow we can increase the profit maximization for a product or from the product. So marks the marketing process. So first part is that understand the marketplace and the customer and the need and the want of the customer, design a customer driven marketing strategy, construct an integrated marketing program that delivers superior value, build profitable relationships and the create customer delights, and the fifth is the capture value from customer to create profit and customer equity. So these are the points related with marketing process. So first, there is the core concept of the marketing. The first core concept of marketing is need, want, and demand. Second is the market. Third is in the market offering. Fourth is in the customer value and the satisfaction. Fifth, the exchange and the relation. So first core concept is in the need, want, and the demand. So what actually need is? So here we are discussing need, but here we are very much able to elaborate the need, what actually need, and making them you understand what actually the meaning of the need and what actually customer understand the need. So need, the human needs are stated to fill deprivations. They include the basic physical need for the food, clothing, warmth, and the safety. These are the needs. Social needs, needs for belonging and affection. Individual need for knowledge and self-expression. These needs are not created by marketers. They are the basic part of human makeup. So simply we can see that need is not created by the market. Need is a very inherent thing for the customer, and these are tendency of the customer. Just marketer try to understand the need of customer, and on that basis they modify the want for the customer. So what actually want means is we can understand this want in the next slide. The want. Want are the form of human needs. They are shaped by culture or individual personality. So, if you have a need for the food, but how you are able to fulfill that need, that depend upon what kind of culture or what kind of individual personality, what kind of your demographic condition. These all are the influencing factor for your want. Like in the example that in India, Kolkata or the Bengali people need food, but they want a bowl of rice and fish. In America, or the American people need food, but they want a Big Mac, fries, or the soft potato. So that is differentiated by the individual personality and culture. The Indian culture or the people living in Calcutta, their cultural or individual personalities are very much different with the people living in America, and the American culture and the American people's personality. For that reason, they want different product to fulfill their need for food. So want are shaped by one's society and are described in terms of the object that will be satisfied the need. So we can say that through want we are able to satisfy our need, but we are not able to create need, or we can say that as the marketer we are not able to create the need for your customer. Just we are able to modify the want of the customer, and the want is depend upon individual personality, individual customer demography, customers culture, from which culture customer is belongs to, and on that basis customer decided their want, and the want become in a object manner, and from that want customer is able to fulfill their need. Next important thing is demand. Demander want to specify a specific product backed by the ability to pay. For the example, a beggar want a car, but the beggar want a car that not any meaning or not any meaning for the business or the organization or for the marketer, because the beggar having ability to buy a car. So beggar might want a car, but that cannot be a demand for the market because beggar have an ability. So anything become a demand, there is two important elements required: willingness and ability to pay. If you have a willingness, that become a want, and if you have an ability to pay, that become a need. So if you are able to design your want, but that want is supported by your financial ability, then that want become a need for you, and if that demand want become a demand for you. But if demand is not for you, if that demand is supported by ability to pay, so then we can say that, now we can say that the if you want anything, that is your willingness, and that willingness become a demand when you are able to pay for that product. So like here example is that many people want a Mercedes, but only a few are willing to and able to buy one, because many people desire or want for a Mercedes, but very few have an ability to pay for that particular product. So what becomes demand, which backed by the buying power. So simply we can say that any want become demand when you have a buying power for that product. And if you are not a buying power of that product may be a want for you, but cannot be a demand for you. And if the product is not demand for you, that haven't any meaning for the marketers or the business. So here markets. Marketing and market is very different thing. Marketing is in the process and market is the place. So here the word comes as in the market. Market consists of all actual and potential customer of a product or service. That definition given by the Kotler. So what actual or what potential customer for the product? So here we can elaborate that actual customer means that actually customer is consuming particular product and services that that type of customer is called as the actual customer. Means certain customer actually that customer is in recent or in past not using your product, but they might be or they can use your product. That type of customer is considered as the potential customer. Might we can say that the customer has the ability to buy your product, but about your product there is very least information, or sometimes there is no information in the mind of the customer. Then customer is not becoming your potential customer. So making your first, you have to making your customer as the potential customer. First, you have to aware about your product and services to your customer, and after that you design your market communication as much as effective or efficiently, then customer is finally going to purchase that product, and then that potential customer become your actual customer. Sometimes some customer is prospective customer, some customer is suspective customer. So suspective customer is that kind of customer, that customer is not any time, not any way going to buy your product, not any respect the customer is not going to buy your product. That kind of customer is called as the suspect customer. So you have also discriminate between potential customer, prospective customer, or suspective customer. So prospective customer is a potential customer. They might be the future customer for your product and services, but the suspect customer is can be your future customer for your product and services. So here marketing is that what actually individually or the accumulative demand for your product, that is called market of your product. Suppose that market of your product in a particular area. So in particular area there are so many people demand for your product, and that all people consider as your target market people. And that target market people, certain people buy your product that consider as your actual customer, and rest part is considered as your prospect customer because they are part of your target market. So here we go through this sentence. The market consists of people and organizations with need to satisfy, money to spend, and the willingness to spend it. So here three important parts: that people and organization, that is then the individual market, or we can say that B2C market, and the organization market is considered as the B2B market. So one is B2C market, people. If we are talking about the people, that means we are talking about B2C market. Or if you are talking about the organization, we are talking about B2B market. So these are the two different types of market. And that different type of market, three important elements is: first, need to satisfy. What kind of product and services you want to deliver for your potential customer or the actual customer. If by consuming that product and services, customer is able to satisfy their need, that is called need to satisfy. Customer is willing to pay or willing to spend money for that particular product. That willingness and expenditure capacity. So expenditure capacity is also considered as an income level of the customer or disposable income of the customer. Sometimes some person have a very good income level, but their expenditure activity is very less because their disposable income is very less. And the simple meaning of disposable income is the part of that income customer actually want to expend. So sometimes customer income is very good, but their expenditure level is not sound. So that type of customer is considered the good income, but the very less disposable income. Actually, in market, different types of the product or services, and that types of product and services divided into the different market offers. So that offers what actually market offers. So first market offer the product. Product, anything that can be offered to the market for attention, acquisition, use and consumption, and that might satisfy a need or want. So simply when we are saying that the product, so any the things that attain, acquire or consume, and the ability to satisfy your need and want, that type of offering is considered as the product, and the example is car, mobile, house. These all are considered as the product. Second type is the services. Services is the economic activity or the benefits offered for sales that are essentially intangible and do not result in ownership of anything. So services is first property of services is the economic activity. Means there are a lot of activity performed by the customer in everyday life, but all activity is not considered as the economic activity, because if that activity is supported by monetary power, then that activity is considered as the economic activity, and if that activity is not considered by or supported by monetary transaction, that activity is considered as the social activity. So in business, we just only consider economic activity. The first important thing that the service is the economic activity and offering benefit to the customer, and that offer is essentially intangible nature. Means we are not able to touch that benefits. That benefit having any touchability power, because that benefit is intangible in nature. And second characteristic is we are not offering ownership. Like in the example, you are traveling in train or you are traveling in a taxi. You are not owner of taxi and train, but you are getting the benefit of traveling in taxi or train, and your benefit is that you are fulfilling your traveling needs. So that is the intangible in nature, one characteristic, and second characteristic is that you are not getting the ownership of that services or benefits. But if you are buying a car, so car is in the product, and in car you are also owner of that car. But if you are buying any services, you are not owner of the services, you are just taking the benefit from that services. So example of services is banking, airlines, hotels. Like an example, you are staying in the hotel and paying for that, and you are availing all services what you are paying for that, but you are not owner of that particular room or the services you are gathered during your stay. So third type of offering is experience. Sometimes we are visiting so many places and getting some experience by that visits. So experience is also the market offer, and that is also considered one type of offering that is called experience. Like an example, Walt Disney, Kingdom of Dreams, Fun, Foods, Village, Esselwords or the Vancouver. These all are the places or the offer by the marketing, and we gather that offer in part of experience. Next, marketing offer is in the event. Events like the Olympic event or IPL event or sports event. So many events going, and for that we are paying for it. For next one is then the person, the celebrities or the artists, politicians, and political candidates. Like in the example, we are paying prices for advertisement or brand ambassadorship. That can be the person or the celebrity, and that is market offer. And the next point is in the place, like in the city, the nation, to attract the tourists, or the Bangalore is the position as in the Silicon Valley of India. We are offering Bangalore as in the Silicon Valley of India. Like in the example of Incredible India, means we are offering Indian tourism. Like we are offering 365 days as in the holiday. That is slogan for the Goa, means we are offering for the place of the visit, and that is the offer for the place of visit to increase the tourism of the particular place. No, truly Asia, Malaysia, These all things are the place offered by the marketing company. Next offer is the properties. Housing property marketing offers, real estate, the financial property, stocks at the bond, the share, different kind of financial assets. Even bank offer fixed deposit or recurring deposit. These are the offering by the financial property by the banks, and certain real estate property offered by the real estate organization. So these all are considered under the head of the properties offer. That property might be the real estate property or that might be the financial asset properties. Next kind of offering is the organization. CRI, UNICEF, or the universities, or the different business organizations, they all are offering themselves as in the category of the organization. Next offering is the information. That one of the very important, like an example of Wikipedia, that offering the information on every aspect, and they offer information to you, and that is marketed by the offer of information, and that comes under the head of information. Different kind of encyclopedia or the different type of reports, that all are the marketing offers for the information. Next, marketing offers is the offering the idea. Discouraging smoking by no smoking, creating smoking zone, family planning to reduce the population or to check the population. These are the considered as the offering of the idea. So idea is also offered by the marketers. Consultancy services is also one of the offered by the marketers. They offering their different consultancy services for their particular facilitation need for the business, or the different kind of consultancy. Some kind of consultancy given to the business, some kind of consulting given to the individual people, like in the psychologist giving some classes or some session to the individual people to upgrade their mental strength or increase their mental strength. So consultancy also in different areas. Next core value of the marketing considered and in the core concept of marketing is value and the satisfaction. What actually value getting by the customer by using product and services. If the value is greater than what they are paying, that lead to the satisfaction or delight level of the customer, and that also sustain the marketing activity and sustain the product in the market, and that also lead to the return patronage, or in a longer term we can say that the loyalty customer. So any company increasing their loyalty program, and during their loyalty program their first objective to sustain their customer. Longer they are able to sustain their customer, longer they are increasing their loyalty program for the customer. So value and the satisfaction is the important aspect in marketing. So we go through this sentence. Value is the differences between the benefits that the customer gain from owning and using a product and the cost of obtaining the product. So simply we can say that what actually customer paying for the product and what they actually getting benefit from the product. If they are getting benefit more what they are paying, then we can say that customer have a positive value, means customer have a satisfaction. If customer is paying higher and getting less, means we can say that customer is able to getting a negative value. In that condition, customer is going to the level of dissatisfaction. Here the go through this sentence, satisfaction, it reflects a person's against the product perceived information, the outcome in the relation to expectations. So actually what actually customer is expected, what expectation and what actually a customer is getting, means that is the difference between the actual and desire. What actually getting the benefit by consuming the product and what customer is desire regarding the product. If that value is in a positive term, that is very good, and that is going to be increase the level of the satisfaction. But if the differences or gap between the actual and desired, that means leading to the negative value or leading to the dissatisfaction level. Exchange. An exchange is the process of obtaining a desired product from someone by offering something in return. It can be economic, monetary, as well as the barter. Everything we cannot say that the exchange is exchanging product in respect of the money. Sometimes we are exchanging product and services for respect of the product and services. So this type of relation considered as in the barter system. Means we are getting certain product and services in respect of certain product and services from other hand. So in condition in barter system, both end there is in the customer and both end there is in the business. But in monetary system, one end considered as in the business and second end considered as in the customer. So this is the difference between the barter system and monetary system. Again, I am repeating that in barter system, both end considered as in the business as well as considered as in the customer, because we are offering some product and services in respect of some product and services in barter system. But in monetary system, we are offering some product and services in respect of money value. You are paying some amount for product and services, means that is exchanging some product and services in respect of monetary value. So that situation, in that situation, one end considered as in the business and the second end considered as in the customer. So in a customer end considered, we are calling that end is the market end, and in the business end we are considered as in the seller end. Or in another word, the customer end is also considered as in the demand. And on other hand, supplier hand or the seller hand, or we can say that the business hand, that point is considered in the supply. So difference between the demand and supply, market end considered as in the demand end and the business end considered as in the supply end. So these are the difference between the demand and supply, or we can say that difference between the business and the customer, or difference between the sellers and the customer. So here there is an exchange, or we can do exchange in two ways. One way is considered in the barter way, and one is considered in the monetary way. So classically, or before the invention of money, we are exchanging on the basis of barter. But after monetary invention or invention of the money, we are exchanging through money. Condition of exchange, we already go through. Again, we are going to repeat that there are at least two parties. There must be a value, and that is there must be the acceptance and rejection, and fourth thing that appropriate and desirable between the dealings. Now, next slide is related with relationship marketing. In relationship marketing, we are trying to create relation between the customer and the business. So, in very simple word, relationship marketing build a long-term relationship with valued customer, distributors, dealers, supplier by promising and consistently delivering high quality goods, services at fair price. So, if you want to establish relationship marketing, you have more conscious about your product quality, more conscious about the delivery time, more conscious about the price. So your product is good, your price is good, your timing is good, By this way, you can establish a long-term relation with your customer, and if you are able to establish long-term relation with customer, means you are able to create loyalty with the customer, and that type of customer is considered as the loyal customer or customer loyalty. Marketing activity that are aimed at developing and managing trusting and long-term relation with the larger customer. So also in a business relation or the relationship marketing, the important part is that we have to create trust between the business and the customer. And if you are able to create that trust between business and customer, we are going to this slide, and that is related with the relationship marketing. Going through a lot of relationship marketing, and in the basic objective of relationship marketing is establishing a trust between the customer, and through trust we can create a long-term relation with the customer. For in relationship marketing, here there is a certain goal point that the customer profile, buying pattern, history of the contract are maintained in the sales data, and an account of executing are assigned to one or more major customer to fulfill their needs and maintain the relationship. So in when we are creating trust, and through trust we want to create long-term relation with our customer. That is a major ingredient of the relationship market. And in relationship market, we first go through the customer profiling, buying pattern and history, and the database of the customer. So in relationship marketing, you go through a lot of data minings and data analysis. And in that data mining and data analysis, we are able to establish long-term relationship, and it is very much possible when CRM comes in marketing, customer relationship management software comes in marketing, and by this way it is very easy to maintain data of the customers and their different buying pattern, because every customer have a very different buying pattern. So in relationship marketing, to maintain your customer data pattern is very much essential and important part. And if you are able to maintain your data buying pattern of your customer data, so it is very effective and it is very much progressive for the marketer company to establish a loyalty of your customer and make customer loyal for your company. Next, the strategic marketing process. In a strategic marketing process, there are three major parts. One is the business analysis, second is the marketing strategy, and third one is the marketing mix. So in business analysis, three things: customer, company, and competitor. So in business analysis, first we go through different customers, because different customers have a different ability, different demography, and different buying pattern. So you have to understand the different customer in different aspects. Second thing is the company. What actually company is and what actually they are offering for your customer, not only in price but also in different functions. That function is in part of two way. One is in the basic function, and one is in the some incremental functions. And what actually the competitor in the same regards. And the marketing strategy, there are three things: segmentation, targeting, and positioning. So in newer term, we can consider an STPD. In classical part, it is considered an STP, but in newer term, it is considered an STTD. Means one important point introduced, that is called the differentiation. So nowadays in marketing strategy, segmentation, targeting, positioning, and differentiation. So differentiation is also become an important element, and in through differentiation very easily to position your product in the market in very effective manner. Without differentiation, we are not able to position your product in effective manner. So differentiation will become a very important element in today's market. And on third point, marketing mix, that given by McKinsey, product, price, place, and promotion. So, what actually product is, and what actually we are price for the product, and where we are marketing the product, that is called place, and how we are promoting the product, that is called promotion of the product. So these are considered as in the strategic marketing process, and in strategic marketing process, three important elements: business analysis, marketing strategy, and marketing mix. Here, generic marketing strategy. Generic marketing strategy is segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Segmentation is considered as in the identification of homogeneous identical product. Means a particular homogeneous product in a particular strata considered as in a segment. Targeting is the selection of most attractive base of the fixed criteria, and that is also considered as in the target market. Like in the example, we are health tech, one of the very famous health products is one of the very famous health tech, and they are segmenting their product. In a classical holdings, they are segmenting their product for the all segment. There is no hardly classification of their target market. But nowadays, they are making holdings for the juniors, they are making holdings for the mother, they are making holdings for the women. By this way, they are targeting different kind of customer and fulfilling their benefits in a different way. That is considered as the target. And the positioning is occupying clear and distinct place. If you are not able to clarify or distinct using your distinct place, means we are not very well defined position for your product. So sometimes some company fail because they fail to position their product in very distinctive manner. So these days or in contemporary market, positioning is one of the important conditioning. If you are able to do this conditioning in a better manner, means you are able to market your product in very well manner or better manner, effective manner or efficient manner. Here we are going to know two important product and two famous important product or the case study and making understanding or making better understanding what we are going through in this class. So one of the famous product is and the success story of the famous product is Honda Activa, and second product is the Tata Nano what went wrong. So in Honda Activa is the very successful story and what Tata wrongly do for their product, that is Tata Nano what went wrong. So we go through these two products. First success story of the Honda Activa that launches in 2001 and very few time or very less time it able to go to the level of the 1 crore marks and become a top selling two-wheeler company in India. So it is very high success story regarding Honda Activa. Sensing the opportunity, how Honda Activa became this level. First, transportation need for all family members. Honda Activa designed their product as much as effective or efficiently that they cater the family need, that they are not catering a single person need or the women or the male or the child. It is able, Honda Activa is able to cater the need of whole family, and that is the reason Honda Activa become a family two-wheeler. Second, India prefer manageable size of scooter. So they design their product what Indian people understand regarding the two-wheeler, and the Honda Activa team is very much able to understand the thoughts of Indian people. Traffic congestion is a city in rising. There are so much population in our city, and that is the reason that the traffic congestion is going to increase day by day. And Honda is also focusing on the traffic congestion of the Indian people. Limited parking space in the traditional shopping market. Most of the Indian second tier, 2, 3 or 3 tier cities, that the marketplace where they are designing the marketplace, but there are very less space for that parking, and that is also important uh, thing, that is part of the ease of parking, and the second tier, 2 tier or 3 tier city is not able to manage this thing. And Honda Activa team understand this thing, and they are able to design the product as what the limitation for the 2 tier and 3 tier city. And next point is the low maintenance cost and the fuel economy. Honda Activa is also low maintenance product and the fuel economy product. So these are the major point of sensing the opportunity. How Honda Activa able to sensing the opportunity for the Indian people. So Honda Activa success ingredients. What actually Honda Activa is increase their success by ingredients. So first thing is that attracting to both male and female. Both male and female accepting Honda Activa means the acceptability of Honda Activa is not genderless. Every gender accepted in very high pride or in very high manner. Second thing is easy handling. So driving Honda Activa is easy for everyone because that is the gearless scooty, and that is first time in India introduces gearless scooty with the button start. There is no need to use a key to start your scooty or kick to start your scooty. So it is very much easier for both male and female to use gearless and the button start. The third point is the fuel economy. HEP technology introduces that is effectively using for fuel efficiency. So it is also the third important point for Honda Activa success ingredient. Fourth is the smaller in size as compared to the motorcycle. If we are comparing scooty, Honda Activa versus motorcycle, that their size is very much small. Because up to 90s, the market of scooter is very much down because of the bike market. Bike is very much become a prominent product in the two-wheeler market. But Honda Activa eliminating this myth in the market by designing better product as per need of their customer. So they also able to design a compact product as compared to motorcycle. Plenty of space for storage. Even if you are going anywhere and parking your scooty, and there is also a challenge to wear the cater helmets. So Honda Activa designed and also creating a storage for your helmet as much as what you are going to a smaller shopping, and some smaller shopping space, or some you are going to buy some vegetable, they cater space for storage, and that is not possibilities in two-wheelers bike. So this is also important ingredient, and they are effectively doing these things. Anti-theft locking is one of the important elements in the product and the competitive price. So these are the major 6 points considered as the success ingredient for the Honda Activa, and by this way Honda Activa able to create success story in Indian market. On the other hand, we are talking about Tata Nano, world cheapest car. But Tata Nano started in 2009 at a price of only $2,500. Original target is rupees 1 lakh, and at that time the exchange rate was 40 rupees per dollar. That's why $2,500 product, and that is the reason Tata Nano considered the world cheapest car. Second point is to make motoring available to masses in developing country, and third is that the launch as in the people's car. So these are the theme or thought driven for Tata Nano, and here is a major fault become for the product, because car is one of the prestigious issue for Indian customer, middle class customer. Car is a prime element for middle class customer, but when you are using the cheapest car, so that eliminate the positioning of the product, that is the prestigious things, because now it become a cheapest car, and they also use the people's car. So these all the things or the word or the theme or the methodology usage for that product, that is a contradictory for their customer, and that is not acceptable for the customer mindset, because by this way customer is not able to get the emotional benefit by this product. So these are the reasons for the Tata Nano failures, and this is also accepted by the Ratan Tata. It's Nano, that is a statement given by the Ratan Tata in 2013, 28 November, CNBC News channel. It's Nano become a term as in the cheapest car by the public, and I am sorry to say by ourselves, not by me, but the company when it was marketing it, I think that is unfortunate. So we can say that Tata Nano, the unfortunate or the failure story due to one thing, that they are going to deliver a cheapest car to their customer, and the sales of customer in Indian market, car is one of the prestigious thing for the customer or the middle class customer, and if you are marketing that product, that become a cheapest car, that creating a negative value to your customer. If at one point we can say that the functional value is very good, because you are getting car in just $2,500, so functional value is very good. It fulfill your transportation need in all season, but the problem is that your emotional value is contradictory for the product, and that become a failure story for Tata Nano. Thank you.